Hey, what's up, everyone? Pasay Botter here. This is now the second game for our December 10, 2022 NBA Game Day. So, in here, we will be talking about this game between Brooklyn Nets and the home team Indiana Pacers. That will happen at around 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So, that is going to be 8 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. Again, I am just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Right, by the way, the spread that is given, it's actually -3. Let me check on that real quick. Indeed, it is -3, and that's actually given towards the visiting team, Brooklyn Nets. Right, and before we proceed, let's just go ahead and check on the standings and the rankings of both teams, both belonging to the Eastern Conference. Starting with Brooklyn Nets, they are actually at number 4 in the East with a record of 15 wins and 12 losses, while right behind him is Indiana Pacers at number 5 with a record of 14 and 12. So Brooklyn Nets, they are actually half a game above the Indiana Pacers. All right, in Indiana Pacers, again, they would have the home court advantage on this. In terms of fatigue, well, both teams actually played last night, so this will be their second game in 2 nights. So both are actually tired. Although I have to admit, I think Indiana Pacers would still have a slight advantage on this because they are the younger team. In terms of momentum, both teams are actually coming off their wins last night, but I gotta give a slight edge towards Brooklyn Nets because for the past 10 games, Indiana Pacers have only won 4, but the Brooklyn Nets have been consistent, winning 7 out of their last 10. Now let's take a look at the availability of the players or the health of both teams. Starting with Brooklyn Nets, I see Ben Simmons being out of this game, and then Nick Claxton and Yuta Watanabe are both listed as questionable for this matchup. Now for Indiana Pacers, Thais is still confirmed out. Well, I don't think he has played in any game for the season, right? And then Isaiah Jackson and Chris Duarte are both listed as questionable. In terms of health or in terms of availability, I would give Indiana Pacers a slight edge because it's been like this. Thais and Duarte, they have been out for quite some time now, and those who are hurt or out for the Brooklyn Nets are really been a really big time for them. Like Nick Claxton, man, he is the starting big for the Brooklyn Nets. So if he ain't gonna play, or if he would be playing but he ain't 100%, it's really gonna hurt them real bad. And Ben Simmons, I know a lot of people are having issues with Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons can actually give some production, may it be in points, rebounding, or assists. So I'm gonna give a slight advantage towards Indiana Pacers on this. All right, so this is gonna be a good matchup. Number 4 of the East versus number 5 of the East as of the moment. Brooklyn Nets, just like what I said earlier, they are starting to catch fire. They have won 7 out of their last 10. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are looking good. And Indiana Pacers, I know they have only won 4 out of their last 10, but they're actually coming off that, those that slump that they had after being hot. Indiana Pacers lost like back to back, or I think 3 games straight, but then they're starting to recover. Just like what they did last night, they actually defeated Washington Wizards by double digits, 10 points. Now, if you take a look at that game, that Brooklyn Nets last night against Atlanta Hawks, they are banged up, but man, the Brooklyn Nets, the Atlanta Hawks even put up a scare on them. I thought that Atlanta Hawks would even steal that game from them. Brooklyn Nets were able to escape with the win, but ended up with just a 4-point win though. Um, this is gonna be tough, but I'm gonna pick Indiana Pacers on this matchup. They are at home. They are the younger team, and again, both teams must be tired. Ben Simmons, Claxton, they're out or hurt. So that should actually take its toll on Brooklyn Nets, especially they are a bit tired on this. And then, just like what I said, Indiana Pacers. They actually had a run before, but then they went into a slump. But then they are now starting to recover and they are now starting to win. I know Brooklyn Nets, they have become consistent lately. Again, winning 7 out of their last 10, but with the game that they had, with the game that they showed last night against the Hawks, a banged up Hawks. I would I just can't trust them with a -3, and them being on the road against Indiana Pacers. The Pacers are actually good at home. I think Brooklyn Nets may win, but if ever Brooklyn Nets may win, it will be a very close matchup. So I'm cool and I'm safe with Indiana Pacers +3. My pick would be Pacers +3. Peace out, pass I love, and God bless.